You know, the thing I love about virtual reality is the most obvious thing about virtual reality, and that is you get to be someplace that you will never be in your life. You get to stand in and look around, you get to hear the sounds of it, and you get to walk through it. And to some degree, you get to touch it. All those haptics inside our controllers allow us to feel things, but it's not enough. What about the rest of our body? That's where a company called bHaptics comes into play. bHaptics creates a suite of devices for the entire body, so you can feel that gunshot to the ribcage or feel the virtual hug. I bought a TactSuit X40, one of their newest creations. It has 40 actuators that rumble on your body, 20 in the front, 20 in the back. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I don't just review this, but I see what other people think? How about, I know 3 of my friends who I lured here the promise of pizza and beer so they can put the TactSuit X40 through its paces. For those of you that just want to get straight to the final results, I left a link for you down in the description. Just click on it and we'll see you at the end. For the rest of you, here we go. So here it is. This is the TactSuit X40. I think it's a rather handsome device. I like that it's got this nice TactSuit logo. I think it looks really cool. The overall appearance of Predator type armor, freaking awesome G.I. Joe abs. That's always a go for me. On the back side of it, it has this somewhat weave texture that's like a breathable fabric. On the top here, you'll see there is some extenders. It gives you a bit more length. Here on the far back on the top, you have really the core of the processing. We'll call this the brain, which it's got a power button. Now you'll notice the power button itself, it's rather slight. In fact, you can't even see it really even close up at all. But you push it once, and here's what I love. It draws the power symbol for you on your back. On the top here, there is an analog connector. This is to connect an iPhone, Android device, any type of audio device directly into it. On the sides, there's some adjustment. And you know what? It's supposed to be somewhat snug. So for anyone that's larger, if you were to purchase this and it feels snug but it fits, my point of view is you're doing it right. So overall, really gorgeous device. It looks so darn good. Wear it at home, wear it to parties, wear it to work. You're gonna be the envy of everyone. And if anyone envies you, it's probably these 3 guys.
I'm Dave.
Hey, I'm Dominic.
My name is David, and I'm Greg's neighbor.
I asked them to put the TactSuit X40 through the ringer, and I have a surprise of my own. In fact, let's talk about that. All right, so I want these guys to experience the TactSuit X40 in 3 different scenarios. Number 1, I want them to play a game in virtual reality so they can actually feel the game. Number 2, music. I'm gonna plug in a mobile device into the back of the TactSuit, into that port I showed you earlier. Number 3, a movie. And I have a special twist for one of these guys. I love the TactSuit X40 so much that I ended up also buying the TactSuit armbands. They allow you to feel something like a gunshot up through your arm. So first we're gonna start with fit. Let's get started with Dave.
Right, try on the bikini and see what happens. It's got some weight to it. You're gonna know you put something on. Feels like a girdle.
That's sweet. It's intense. It's not what I expected, honestly. Cool, it's like bulletproof armor. Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw it on.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a bit too big. Pull these. Oh, nice. That's nice and easy. Oh, jeez.
Seems pretty lightweight. Oh, it looks pretty good. Seems adjustable, so okay. Definitely too small.
All right, so how does that fit?
That's good.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
It's like the equalizer lights, but you can feel them instead of see them. You can actually adjust it enough to make yourself nauseous. You can literally adjust that enough to cause your insides to feel like they're not going to be there anymore. But it was kind of like an unsettling car ride down a really badly taken care of road.
It's cool. I like how it does, like, you feel the treble like up here and like the bass is more like lower. Like
yeah.
I felt the guitar like
I like that.
No, my thoughts, that's interesting. I don't know if I like it or not.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's an over-exaggeration of like being in a dance club or something like that, and the music's just super loud and blasting, and you can feel that bass pulsating on you. I don't know if I really would listen to music with this on.
All right.
Yeah.
Boom. So right in the middle, this part of the vest. This game is fun.
I know you're bleeding.
oh
But you must not survive.
oh Game over.
Ooh. That's cool. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Oh, cool. That one. Yeah, that one, when I got killed, I could feel the top of the vest really pulsating a lot more. Definitely knew you got killed.
So this goes with the beat of the music, and it vibrates exactly how I think this song would move or, you know, jostle your body.
Well, that's interesting. Now it's going crazy. Oh, it's going to the music, not my swinging. I figured it would go after every time I use the saber.
Oh, whoops. My bad. I do feel like recoil from when I shoot. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. This one has a bit more wide of a recoil. I don't know. Gun, where's my gun? Man, yeah, he was hitting me and I felt just like just getting pounded on each side. Whoa, shit!
I guess I better look around. Shit. That was pretty scary, especially if the vest is attacking you. You don't even notice it. So far, I'm liking the vest. I like the vest. I like the armbands a little bit, but I don't really notice them. Like, I'm assuming they're working, but I don't really feel them.
All right, it's gonna be good. Gotta think of like the most perfect thing for these guys. It could like be any movie, but I gotta think of something that's perfect for them. I mean, they know they're sci-fi, fantasy, just general like adventure nerds like me, but there's gotta be something. I have no idea what that would be. If there was like only something really obvious in front of me that they would really enjoy, that the TactSuit could really show off. Who the heck knows what that could be? I never claimed to be a smart person. So thanks to Christopher Clements with Fix It and Post, he recreated Scene 38 from the original Star Wars. That's where Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi meet for the first time. He took it and he made it the scene I think that we would all want nowadays. So I put these three guys through the gauntlet, making them watch it, feel everything that the TactSuit has to offer, and this is their reaction to Scene 38 reimagined while wearing the TactSuit. Let me know if you're not feeling anything, okay?
Okay. Nope, I feel it.
Okay. Oh, it's gone crazy now. Okay, so the vest is going towards the music. That's pretty cool.
Based on sound.
Okay. Whole vest starts shaking when the lightsabers went off. That's pretty neat. Oh, this is gonna be good. It does seem kind of strong right now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, every time they swing it, you can definitely feel it. Wow, they really did a good job with this.
Damn. Yeah, like the punches and the force. You really feel that. That's cool.
Now turn it off.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely less intense without the vest. Yeah, without the vest, that scene it's good to watch, but I'm not as into it as I am when this is rumbling.
And watching this, it almost seemed like too much at times, but now that I don't have it on, it's like, it feels like it's lacking something.
It's not as dramatic because it seems like when it was vibrating and everything, it kind of immersed myself more in the video because you can kind of feel what the struggle's going on and everything, where without the vest, it's just like I'm just watching TV.
Holy crap, what a ringing endorsement for this thing. bHaptics, if you're watching this, you just saw someone give a testament to using the vest to watch a movie and then watching it without it, and now saying that watching that movie without it is just basically watching TV. He's saying that your product is on the mark and it's doing exactly what you designed it for. It made him feel more immersed in the movie. How perfect. So overall, this is a review. I wanted these guys to give me more information, so I put them through all three of my tests. Playing a game, listening to music, and watching a movie. So I had some more specific questions. Did they like it? What didn't they like about it? What surprised them? And would they buy one on their own? Here you go.
What I liked about it, experience level bump. Like in the beginning, we watched the clip, and then we watched it again without it. It was just, afterwards it was missing.
And I honestly thought it was just going to be if you get hit or shot, you'd feel something, but it's even like when you're shooting a gun, you feel the recoil.
I was getting attacked by the zombies and the shooting. I could feel like the recoils.
What I didn't like about the suit was the after a few minutes of try or using it, you can't let the heat out, so you just sweat inside there.
Almost felt like too much sometimes.
It got pretty hot wearing it for a while. The arm cuffs, I thought they were pretty heavy. A couple times they would slip off my arms and I have to readjust.
We shouldn't have this yet. You know, we just got VR. How do we have this already?
Recoil when you're shooting the guns. I really liked that.
When the one zombie was behind me and came right up on me, and I felt that in the shoulder, so if I didn't have that sensation, I probably wouldn't have realized it was behind me, except when I saw like the health going down.
I would suggest a higher resolution in the motors.
Like have more sensors so that it's more accurate.
If you can make it lighter, maybe if the mesh can be a little more breathable.
It fit pretty good after we took it all the way up to the top. I didn't think I was that much of a beefcake, but apparently I am. Beefcake.
It fit pretty well. There was a lot of changes we could make. You know, I could button the shoulders to make it tighter and higher up.
I think the fit was very well. I didn't feel restricted on it or anything.
How much would I pay for this? I would probably give a solid $350. I would probably talk myself into buying it.
I would expect it to cost maybe around $500. If I did have the funds and I could just spend that kind of money, then I might.
If the vest was maybe $250, that might be a good value for the vest. For $500, that's kind of much. Would I pay $300 for one that has 16 haptic points over 40? I might, because it did feel like there weren't 40 haptic points on there when I was playing this. Yeah, if it was cheaper, I think the experience would be the same.
Do I think the experience would be better with the other interfaces, the hands and stuff? Absolutely.
Yeah, with the arms and the hand and the feet interfaces, I think it would have been a lot more immersive.
Facial one might be interesting. I would definitely want to try that.
Yes.
Yes, for the most part, but I don't think I would use it for games like Beat Saber, because it feels like there's a lot going on when you're...
I think with the zombie game or the shooting games, definitely, I think, all in all, I think it was a pretty cool experience, so.
And it is a pretty cool experience. I totally agree. So I'll give you my 2 cents here. I liked it a lot. I like what it brings to a game. I wish more games supported it, and I think that's up to bHaptics to reach out to developers and get them working on it. Using it as an audio device only, whether it's for music or for watching a movie, I really enjoyed, but I think it's going to take a little bit for each person out there to find what they like about it and how they like to use it. I really like the TactSuit armbands. They can fall down. Typically for me, it was on my left arm. For Dave, it was his right arm, but I think that all came down to securing them properly. After I played with them a bit more, I got to the point where I could wear them without them falling. They do add more to the immersion overall. Is it worth $500? I think this is a prosumer device. I think it's for VR enthusiasts, and I think $500 for those type of people isn't probably too much. They now have a $300 device that instead of 40, 20 on the front, 20 on the back, it's got 16 total. You heard the guys talking about it. They seem to be pretty much interested in that, and Dave specifically even said that he didn't think it would change much about the experience, which I agree. So overall, I really like the bHaptics TactSuit X40. I recommend it to anyone that has the funds and wants to go out and buy it. I suggest buying the X16, which is the 16 haptic device instead of the 40. It also works with the Oculus Quest, works with specific games. So that's my review. I really appreciate everything from David, Dominic, and Dave. Thank you guys for helping out. You were a big help. I hope you enjoyed the pizza. I hope you enjoyed the alcohol. And I hope you enjoyed watching this review. I enjoyed making it, and I can't wait to see you here next time. Please check the links underneath. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you guys here next time. Thanks so much.